We are a special site for Coloplast, and we are doing several activities right here. One of the most important is a kind of packaging. Packaging is a delay variant creation by late customization, which is basically a postponement mechanism. We have divided all of the numbers, item numbers, into two big categories, the high runners and the low runners. High runners are pegged as a country version specifically next to the production machines, but the low runners handle differently. The reason behind is we have to ensure high productivity, high efficiency in the manufacturing sites. That's why the low runners also packed into boxes, but without any labeling and adding info cards and some kind of accessories. These are produced in bigger batches, which are coming to our big warehouse, where we have almost 23,000 locations, storage locations. In this way, we are handling 20,000 different SKUs.
Basically, they deliver okay in time to customer, but the lead time through this facility, which this is basically just a warehouse, processing orders to a cross dock. The lead time is slow, can be from 3 to 15 days, and the productivity is fairly low.
Actually, these three teams are linked to each other through the value stream. So when we analyze that currently they are 93%, they are completing the work orders in 2 days. But we have seen that it can be done in half day. So that's why we targeted 1 day. So this 1 day, these three leaders, we didn't assign you will do this portion, this portion. So they need to communicate between each other and how to share this 1 day to realize it.
Part of our role as a coach is to make sure that they are impacting specific work to improve, to try to achieve that target. Because we know that if we don't change the work, we can't achieve that target. So part of the role of Cevdet and I is to try to put, I'll say, a little bit of stress, particularly on the team leaders.
So the biggest problem here in the distribution center is the unevenness and the fluctuation in the workload that each part of the system has. So the warehouse, the preparation, and the packing. And so there seems to be a bottleneck in the next step, which is preparation.
Yeah.
And so what's happening here is actually that there's an overcapacity in the warehouse, and we are pushing a product to the next, literally over this wall.
Our area is between the warehouse and the final packaging, and here is where we pick up all the accessories and labels for the final customization. What the problem was before, it's the long lead time and high inventory here, and no one knows what is the status and when we are trouble with the flow, as well as where is the capacity need or capacity constraint. And on top of that, sometimes the performance of the area was fluctuating.
When we have too many work orders to produce on a daily basis, then this prep area cannot feed with enough speed our production.
So our job is to pack all the items, all the accessories, all the things in the box and ship to the customer before it has to go for the cross-docking. Here we have lots of people, like 70 working each day, lots of processes, 900 work orders goes through the day.
When we drove the current value stream, we saw three problems. One of them is too much waiting. The ladies are waiting, and too much transportation. As you see, there's a big area, and also we observe there is no standard work.
What we have observed is that they have to walk during one shift like 16 kilometers. So it can happen to them. The problem is that all the three operators are responsible for all the 6 lanes.
Previously, we should put more work orders on one pallet in case that work order contain less amount of boxes. So now the main rule is that one pallet, one work order, even if it's only one box. That is causing some challenges now for the warehouse because they are using much more pallets. Also in the buffers you can see a lot of pallets with one boxes. But on the other side, mostly in preparation and also in packaging, it's more visible.
This is my first Jishuken activity. The first impression is that It's very nice that we collaborating with the group. I mean, the Elgin people comes to the factory. It's very nice. I think that we should continue this.
It's true. We have to learn with our hands. We have to go and try out things, not just talking about. It's obvious now. It's obvious for the team members, and it's obvious for Coloplast members as well.
For me, it's my third Jishuken, and I can assure you that we are evolving from each time to each time. I see how our reflections after each Jishuken gives its results. I love it. I would join every Jishuken that is possible because it's maybe the best way of evolving as a professional.
There has been some really challenging questions also for me, and sometimes I'm also blind. Because I'm working here now for a couple of years and I just cannot see some things which can be some low-hanging fruits. My biggest learning of this is that somehow we need to harmonize the changes, because if we have one change in an area, that would affect all the other ones.
I like to be in, and I like to be downstairs in the operations. And that's something I will do much more frequently in the future, because I can see the added value of that.
We started talking about the processes together with from different areas, and it gives us a lot of new possibilities, a lot of new viewpoints. So it helps us not just understand the process, but understand each other better.